Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurureva Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Chinmayam Vyapyat Sarvam, Trilokyam Sacharacharam. Tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva. Tvameva Vedya Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Jai Guru. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So where are we in our text?
I believe in Oddity's text, it's page 300. It's Maharaj, most of people's activities are valueless.
Is Aditi reading? Aditi, are you here this morning?
I am here.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Okay, let me find it. Yes. Maharaj, most of people's activities are valueless, if not outright destructive. Dominated by desire and fear, they can do nothing good. Ceasing to do evil precedes beginning to do good. Hence the need for stopping all activities for a time to investigate one's urges and their motives, see all that is false in one's life, purge the mind of all evil, and only then restart work, beginning with one's obvious duties. Of course, if you have a chance to help somebody, by all means do it, and promptly too. Don't keep him waiting till you are perfect, but do not become a professional do-gooder. Questioner.
Okay, let's stop there for a moment. So, what the scriptures specifically say is we are to give up all ego-prompted activity. Now, there are a whole lot of ways to deal with this idea. For some of us, at a particular level of our unfoldment, we are called to retreat from the world to full-time job, commit ourselves to sadhana. This does not mean join an organization and run the newspaper or deal with the finances or work in the kitchen. That's another form of worldly activity. This means spending our time in meditation, scripture study, hang with the Guru. But not all of us have that opportunity. And even for those of us who have done that, 2.5 years is all we need of that, max. So what does it mean to give up all ego-prompted activity? I love what Maharaj just said. Do your duty. In other words, if you're living in the world, you probably have rent to pay or a mortgage payment, which means you probably have to have a job, unless you're retired. but we give up the ego prompted ideas. Oh, I need money. I need power. I need prestige. Or spiritual ego prompted ideas. I need to make a difference in the world. I need to save people from this. Or I need to be, if I'm a potent healer, then I'm of value. I'm important. No, it's a job. Now, when we study karma yoga, of course, you want to work in the world according to your swadharma, your latent proclivities, and you want to have right livelihood. You don't want to be working at something that is injurious to you or the society. But that's not the answer to the problems of existence. Having the right job is not what it's all about. In the end, whatever you're doing is useless. Let me tell you why. Our deep problem is spiritual ignorance. Action is not opposed to or alleviates ignorance. I'm thinking of an arithmetic problem. How many jumping jacks do you need to do in order to find out what arithmetic problem I'm thinking of? How many times do you need to run around the block? How many push-ups do you need to do? How much money do you need to make? How many people do you need to heal? Natasha asked me what the problem is. What's the problem? 5 + 5 = 10. What was the antidote to your ignorance? Inquiry, investigation. So if my problem is the non-apprehension of my essential nature, action is not contradictory to it in the end. It's in another realm. It's like doing jumping jacks to find out what Jim was thinking. Doesn't do any good. Now, why do the scriptures enjoin us to do karma yoga? It's not either or, it's first then. The karma yoga, the devotion can serve to purify the mind, but it's minuscule compared to viveka and vairagya. Viveka, discrimination, that firm conviction in the intellect that Brahman alone is real and the phenomenal world, all of it, gross and subtle, is unreal, is known as discrimination between the real and the unreal by the wise. Immediately followed by vairagya, dispassion or detachment, that desire. I mean, we don't accomplish it overnight. To give up attachment to all experiences gained through the senses and any personal notion of self, starting from the body, up to and including the form of Brahma, the creator, meaning I think I'm important or powerful. Constant Atma Vichara. What's Atma Vichara mean? Anybody remember? Constant inquiry into the nature of myself. Who am I? And when I see I'm deluded, when I think I'm a good person or a bad person, when I think I have lots of problems, oh, I think I'm finally fixing stuff. Drop it. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Who am I? I'm that grounded being. I'm that awareness, which needs nothing. But why do I feel like a person and I've got this problem and my partner does this and my boss does that? Because you're deluded. It's like doing jumping jacks to find the answer to a problem. Whatever you do is inconsequential. Now, I love what Maharaj says. If someone's suffering is right in front of you and you can do something about it, by all means do so. But self-realization is not the fruit of being a goody-goody. Any thoughts on this?
I think, is it though the being a goody goody brings grace?
No.
No?
You can be an incredibly good person. And if you do not have chitta shuddhi, purity of mind, grace is a constant. It's like the sun shining. You go outside, it's overcast, and was it raining on the way over?
Used to.
Yeah. Has anything changed the sun? Did the clouds change the sun?
No.
If you say, oh, the sun isn't shining today, is that true? Is it?
No.
No, it's obscured.
It's obscured. Grace is obscured by my filthy mind, my clouded mind. Purify your mind. How do I purify my mind? Not through righteous action in the end. If I have water and it has impurities in it, what do I have to do to get pure water?
Pour more pure water in there.
What?
Pour more pure water in there.
No. That just dilutes the impurity.
Well, in a way that would push the impurities out, I guess.
Yeah, you get a Brito water filter or a zero filter. Isn't that what you do? What do those things do? Did we drop off of line?
No, you're still here.
The screen changed for some reason. Oh well.
Yeah.
You remove the impurities. So my problem is not goody-goody thoughts as opposed to batty-batty thoughts. In the beginning, of course, we start with that. The very beginning. But you want to have fewer thoughts. Reduce the frequency and volume of thought. This is Chitta Shuddhi, purity of mind. How do I do that? Well, first of all, you can start by staying in the now. The vast majority of my thoughts have to do with the past and the future, not the now. Now, we do want to not engage in agitating or adharmic activity. Why? Because it continues to agitate the mind. I was working with a fellow this week who just got back from a 10-day Vipassana retreat. And one of the things that came up to him is he became very aware that his petty shoplifting was agitating his mind.
Mm.
He thought he was getting away with stuff. And it wasn't that he was going to get caught by the police. In the end, he probably would have. But it was creating impurities in his mind. So he gave himself the task of going to the various stores where he'd taken stuff and paid for the stuff he took. Mm. Good yoga. But the intent was to reduce the klesha, the defilement in the mind. All right, going on, please.
Questioner, I do not feel there are too many do-gooders among disciples.
Ah,
Most of most of those I have met are too absorbed in their own petty conflicts. They have no heart for others. Maharaj, such self-centeredness is temporary. Be patient with such people. For so many years they have given attention to everything but themselves. Let them turn to themselves for a change. Questioner,
let me stop there. So, one of my favorite sutras in the Raja Yoga tradition, it's the first sutra of the second chapter. Tapas Swadhyayeshwara Pranidhana Kriya Yoga. Tapas, austerity, Swadhyaya means literally self-study. In the Vedanta tradition, it means after we've had the scriptures unfolded by the Guru, we go home and review them. We reread the scriptures ourselves. In the Raja Yoga tradition, it means a fearless and searching inventory of my own psychological material, strengths and weaknesses. This is one area where, for example, psychotherapy can be of great advantage. But the best way is rigorous self-honesty. Then Ishvara Pranidhana, graceful surrender to God, trustful surrender to God. We turn the whole bailiwick of my mind over to the infinite. Tapas, I endeavor to let go of these defilements. And Patanjali calls this Kriya Yoga. Karma is a completed action. Kriya is an action that's ongoing. So Kriya Yoga can be translated as yoga in action. It's the work. Going on.
questioner, What are the fruits of self-awareness? Maharaj, you grow more intelligent. In awareness, you learn. In self-awareness, you learn about yourself. Of course, you can only learn what you are not. To know what you are, you must go beyond the mind. Questioner, is not awareness beyond the mind? Maharaj, awareness is the point at which the mind reaches out beyond itself into reality. In awareness, you seek not what pleases, but what is true. Questioner, I find that awareness brings about a state of inner silence, a state of psychic void. Maharaj, it is all right as it goes, but it is not enough. Have you felt the all-embracing emptiness in which the universe swims like a cloud in the blue sky? Questioner, sir, let me first come to know well my own inner space. Maharaj, destroy the wall that separates the I am the body idea, and the inner and the outer will become one. Questioner, am I to die? Maharaj, physical destruction is meaningless. It is the clinging to a life of the senses that binds you. If you could experience the inner void fully, the explosion into the totality would be near. Questioner, my own spiritual experience has its seasons. Sometimes I feel glorious, then I am down again. I am like a lift boy, going up, going down, going up, going down. Maharaj, all changes in consciousness are due to the I am the body idea. Divested of this idea, the mind becomes steady. There is pure being, free of experiencing anything in particular. But to realize it, you must do what your teacher tells you. Mere listening, even memorizing, is not enough. If you do not struggle hard to apply every word of it in your daily life, don't complain that you have made no progress. All real progress is irreversible. Ups and downs merely show that the teaching has not been taken to heart and fully translated into action. Questioner, the other day you told us that there is no such thing as karma. Yet we see that everything has a cause, and the sum total of all causes may be called karma. Maharaj, as long as you believe yourself to be a body, you will ascribe causes to everything. I do not say things have no causes. Each thing has innumerable causes. It is as it is because the world is as it is. Every cause in its ramifications covers the universe. When you realize that you are absolutely free to be what you consent to be and what you appear to be, because of ignorance or indifference, you are free to revolt and change. You allow yourself to be what you are not. You are looking for the causes of being what you are not. It is a futile search. There are no causes except your ignorance of your real being, which is perfect and beyond all causation. For whatever happens, all the universe is responsible, and you are the source of the universe. Questioner, I know nothing about being the cause of the universe. Maharaj, because you do not investigate. Inquire, search within, and you will know.
Let me stop there. So what he's driving at, we of course we experience cause and effect in the phenomenal world. Uh, you drove over in your car today.
Yes,
Did you have to put gas in the car, or do you have an electric car?
yes, takes gas.
Okay. So in order for you to drive from San Francisco to Oakland, you got to have cause gas in the car.
Yes.
But if you dream that you're driving from San Francisco to Oakland, you may or may not put gas in the dream car from the viewpoint of the waker. Is there cause and effect in the dream?
Mhm.
It's just a form of imagination. What I love to talk about, I haven't had one in a while. Anybody here have flying dreams?
No.
Yes.
But if you've had a flying dream, there is a cause for your ability to fly in the dream. Is it real? Listen carefully. The scriptures talk about the Purusha Sthanam, the person in the post. Swamiji used to say the ghost in the post. Reincarnation, karma is the genealogy of the ghost in the post. In the end, it's not real. Somebody talking in the background online?
My phone.
It's all right. Does this make you a phony? All right, going on.
Questioner. How can a speck like me create the vast universe? Maharaj.
You're not a speck.
When you are infected with the I am the body virus, the whole universe springs into being. But when you have had enough of it, you cherish some fanciful ideas about liberation and pursue total futile lines of action. You concentrate, you meditate, you torture your mind and body, you do all sorts of unnecessary things, but you miss the essential, which is the elimination of the person. Questioner. In the beginning, we may have to pray and meditate for some time before we are ready for self-inquiry. Maharaj. If you believe so, go on. To me, all delay is a waste of time. You can skip all the preparation and go directly for the ultimate search within. Of all the yogas, it is the simplest and the shortest.
Yes. And the most austere. Because what he's saying is give up fascination for, clinging to, belief in anything and everything in this world. I've said this so many times. Self-realization is not difficult, but it's incredibly rare. It is rare not because it's difficult. It's rare because nobody wants it. In the Hebrew scriptures, God says to Moses, I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. Thou shalt not have any other gods before me. What does that mean? Where you think your good is, where you think your happiness is, where you think your security is your God. You may think you're a monotheist. There's only one God. You may think you are a good yogi. Oh, I believe that I am the self. But I want people, places, things, and conditions. That's your real God. And those are all false gods. Who's the real God? So Moses talks to the burning bush and he asks, Who shall I say sent me? What's your name, dude? And what does God answer? Tell them I am has sent thee.
Mm.
It's not like Im's dog food. It's not a name.
Mm.
There it is, right in the Hebrew scripture. You find out who I is, and you will find out who God is. What Maharaj is saying, have no other God.
Mm.
Very quickly, real peace will come. Going on.
Just one second.
Yes.
It's just that it's what comes up at times in that journey is the fear of annihilation.
Thank God.
But it's, the fear of being nothing is a thing that you have to get through.
So there's a story in Yoga Vasishta. Once upon a time, there was a fellow. He was very strange. He thought he needed to protect space.
Mhm.
So he built a house. And in time, the house fell down. He did not mourn the loss of the house. He mourned the loss of the space. So then he dug a hole to protect space. And in time, the sides of the hole caved in. He did not mourn the loss of the hole. He mourned the loss of the space, etc., etc., etc. If I take the coffee mug, there's cup space, there's room space. If I destroy the cup, what happens to the space?
Nothing.
No. So your fear of annihilation is groundless. Yoga Vasishta, one of its favorite terms for ultimate reality is Chid Akasha, the space of pure awareness. You're safe. But if I don't feel safe and I'm frightened of annihilation, it is rooted in the bija vasana, the seed attachment, which is, I think I'm the body. How do I let go of the attachment that I am the body? Become very clearly aware that everything in the body is an object of cognition. Do you see the bowl with the Christmas ornaments in it on the table?
Yes.
Are you a bowl?
No.
How do you know you're not a bowl? Well, I'm over here, the bowl's there. I know the bowl. Do you see the candy jar?
Yes.
Are you a candy jar?
No.
You are the knower of the candy jar. Take a deep breath and feel the breath in the body. Do you not know the breath in the body? I noticed you moving and stretching this morning. Are you having some aches and pains in the body?
Just like keeping things flowing.
Yeah. Do you know the flowing?
I know the feel of flowing.
You what?
I know the feeling of flow.
Yeah. Who knows it? Are you flow?
I hope so.
No. When you were a child, you had a little body. You went through adolescence, your body changed. You became a young woman, the body changed. Now you're maturing, the body continues to change. Have you not known these changes in the body?
Mhm.
But you are still you. Go to your direct experience. You are not the body. Going on.
Chapter 72. What is pure, unalloyed, unattached is real.
Yeah.
What is pure, unalloyed, unattached is real. What is tainted, mixed up, dependent, and transient is unreal.
Let's
The I
stop. Let's stop there. So, sat, what is? Bhava, what has being? That which always is, that which is never subject to change, that which is never subject to negation. If it doesn't exist in the beginning and appears in the middle and doesn't exist in the end, it's not real with a big old capital R. Can you ever find a time when you have not been? If you do this inquiry into yourself, no matter what happens, keep checking out I, and you will come to see I, in fact, never changes. Only the stuff I know changes. But the knower never changes. But to hear it or read it is what we call paroksha jnana, indirect knowledge. You must investigate to have the aparoksha jnanam, the direct experience. Going on.
The I am that pursues the pleasant and shuns the unpleasant is false. The I am that sees pleasure and pain as inseparable sees rightly. Maharaj, you're back in India. Where have you been? What have you seen? Questioner, I come from Switzerland. I stayed there with a remarkable man who claims to have realized. He has done many yogas in his past and had many experiences that passed away. Now he claims no special abilities or knowledge. The only unusual thing about him is connected with sensations. He is unable to separate the seer from the seen. For instance, when he sees a car rushing at him, he does not know whether the car is rushing at him or he at the car. He seems to be the seer and the seen, both at the same time. They have become one. Whatever he sees himself. When I asked him some Vedantic questions, he said, I really cannot answer. I do not know. All I know is this strange identity with whatever I perceive. You know, I expected anything but this. He is on the whole a humble man. He makes no disciples and in no way puts himself on a pedestal. He is willing to talk about his strange condition, but that is all. Maharaj, now he knows what he knows. All else is over. At least he still talks. Soon he may cease talking. Questioner. What will he do then? Maharaj. Immobility and silence are not inactive. The flower fills the space with perfume, the candle with light. They do nothing, yet they change everything by their mere presence. You cannot photograph the candle. Oh, you can photograph the candle, but not its light. You can know the man, his name and appearance, but not his influence. His very presence is action. Questioner. Is it not natural to be active? Maharaj. Everybody wants to be active, but where do his actions originate? There is no central point. Each action begets another, meaninglessly and painfully in endless succession. The alternation of work and pause is not there. First, find the immutable center where all movement is born. Just like a wheel turns around an axle, so must you always be at the axle in the center and not whirling at the periphery. Questioner. How do I go about it in practice? Maharaj. Whenever a thought or emotion of desire or fear comes to your mind, just turn away from it. Questioner. By suppressing my thoughts and feelings, I shall provoke a reaction. Maharaj. I am not talking of suppression. Just refuse attention.
So
Questioner.
let me tell you what I have found to be the best way to accomplish that. To remember I cannot think a real thought. All thought, all feeling, all sensation, without exception, is unreal. It's imagination. It is sankalpa. Don't invest in it. Don't engage in it. Don't reify it with my belief. Sarvamaya, sarvam ananda. It's all Maya. It's all bliss. Brahma Satyam. Jagan Mithya. Brahman alone is real. The phenomenal world, gross and subtle, all the objects, all the emotions, all the thoughts, including any ego thought, is mithya, a lie, illusory, vaitatya, false. Swapnayati, as it were, like a dream. Quit believing your mind. And it becomes like the sound of the traffic. It just goes by. And you begin to see there's something still that never moves. Going on.
Questioner. Must I not use effort to arrest the movements of the mind? Maharaj. It has nothing to do with effort. Just turn away. Look between the thoughts rather than at the thoughts. When you happen to walk in a crowd, you do not fight every man you meet. You just find your way between. Questioner. If I use my will to control the mind, it only strengthens the ego. Maharaj, of course, when you fight, you invite a fight. But when you do not resist, you meet with no resistance. When you refuse to play the game, you are out of it.
Yes. Going on.
Questioner, how long will it take me to get free of the mind? Maharaj, it may take 1,000 years, but really no time is required. All you need is to be in dead earnest. Here the will is the deed. If you are sincere, you have it. After all, it is a matter of attitude. Nothing stops you from being a jnani here and now, except fear. You are afraid of being impersonal, of impersonal being. It is all quite simple. Turn away from your desires and fears and from the thoughts they create, and you are at once in your natural state.
Let me stop there. So one of the pitfalls for those of us who may have been doing sadhana for years is I have the unexamined thought, I want to be a saint. I want to be like Guruji. Don't try to be unenlightened or realized person. Notice, realize you're not a person of any kind. What are you? Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. And leave the disposition of the equipment up to the Lord. Going on.
Questioner, no question of reconditioning, changing, or eliminating the mind? Maharaj, absolutely none. Leave your mind alone, that is all. Don't go along with it. After all, there is no such thing as mind apart from thoughts, which come and go obeying their own laws, not yours. They dominate you only because you are interested in them. It is exactly as Christ said, resist not evil. By resisting evil, you merely strengthen it.
I was talking with someone on the phone this morning who's having a really rough time and was all upset with the medical profession. And he wants to hire a lawyer and go after so and such and such. And he loves revenge. Knock yourself out. You just make it bigger. Resist not evil. Going on.
Questioner, yes, I see now. All I must do is to deny existence to evil. Then it fades away. But does it not boil down to some kind of autosuggestion? Maharaj, the autosuggestion is in full swing now, when you think yourself to be a person, caught between good and evil. What I am asking you to do is to put an end to it, to wake up and see things as they are.
Oh, there was a fellow who was coming to class at one point, and I can't remember the text we were doing, but we all got really tuned up. everything was super quiet, and there was the thunder of the silence. He says, "Oh, Jim, you've hypnotized us." And I said, "No, I de-hypnotized you." The state in which you run around all day long. This is good, this is bad, I love this, I don't like that. I me mine, I me mine, I me mine. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. That's hypnotism. Going on,
I have a question.
please.
Um, you had a while ago said something about, well, like a few minutes ago, about when do you not remember yourself, something like that. And I was thinking, I don't remember before I was born. But I was thinking, in order to have awareness, I mean, there's sort of a thing that happens with the body's a vehicle, and that we are given to have experiences, that are of the body. And before that, I don't have a memory of that because I didn't have a body. And the memory and the forgetting and the remembering is happening in my mind. And so if I don't have a mind, anyway, am I thinking about it too much? But I just don't remember.
Well,
Like what?
the implied assumption is memory is the proof of existence.
Uh-huh.
And I can show you, I can prove to you that's not true. So today is what, the 17th of December of 2025. What were you doing on the 17th of December of 2015?
I don't remember.
Did you cease to exist?
No.
So I've proven to you that memory is not a proof of existence. You had no experience of non-existence. You can't remember non-existence. All you can remember is, I don't remember what happened.
Yeah. Like,
Now, most children do not remember what happened in the first, second, or third year of life. You may have some impressions, but you've had nieces and nephews who've been infants, haven't you?
yes.
Did they cease to exist those first 3 years?
No.
But when they become grown-ups, they have no memory of it.
Mm.
So memory itself is not a proof of existence. We think it is, but the truth is there are huge gaps in memory. Now, if I were to say to you, "Oh, Howard, 5 minutes ago, you disappeared for 10 minutes. Did you have any experience of that?" No, no one can have an experience of their non-existence. That would mean awareness one is seen, awareness two, go away and come back. Do you see that? You cannot ever deny the fundamental permanence of I. Now, that doesn't mean we're thinking all the time. Well, I'm unconscious in deep sleep. You are and you are not. Did I sleep well last night?
I don't know.
Did you?
Yes.
How do you know it? You woke up in the morning fully rested, and you have no memory of having tossed and turned in the night.
Mhm.
But the rememberer and the experiencer have to be the same entity. You can't remember something you haven't experienced.
Mhm.
Therefore, here's the self. Here's the mind folded up in deep sleep. You are illuminating. Close your eyes. Are you blind or are you seeing the back of your eyelids? Which?
Well, seeing the back of my eyelids.
Okay, can you see the objects in the room?
No.
Open your eyes. Did anything change with your eyeball?
No.
Darkness came down, darkness went away. Darkness comes down, darkness goes away. I fall asleep, I wake up. I fall asleep, I wake up. All that happens. But you are a permanent, constant being. Don't believe me. See if you can find any change in you. Understanding that anything knowable, subject object, neti neti, not this, not this. But you are not unknown. Are you you?
Yes.
You sure? You're not a doorknob?
No.
How do you know you were you? Do you
Sometimes.
see yourself? You see your body, but you don't see you. You're not a feeling, you're not a thought. If you don't think the thought, I am Howard, do you disappear when you don't think that?
No. No.
And if you really inquire, you'll see that I-ness, that I-ing, is in another dimension. It is in this world, but not of it. All the things the various scriptures say about God, in fact, is true about it. You were talking earlier about being afraid of annihilation. You can't annihilate yourself. You can annihilate ego. But there's all sorts of times when you're not thinking of Natasha, the person. You're engaged in some project, you're listening to some beautiful music, you're doing body work on a client. You're not self-conscious in the egoistic sense. Isn't that your direct experience?
Mhm. Yes.
Did you get annihilated at those moments? In a sense, yes.
Well,
And in a sense, no.
Mhm.
Your awareness of Natasha, the person, was gone, but you went nowhere. You never go anywhere. You are always here. No. Going on.
Maharaj, the auto-suggestion is in full swing now when you think yourself to be a person caught between good and evil. What I am asking you to do is to put an end to it, to wake up and see things as they are. About your stay in Switzerland with that strange friend of yours, what did you gain in his company? Questioner. Absolutely nothing. His experience did not affect me at all. One thing I have understood. There is nothing to search for. Wherever I may go, nothing waits for me at the end of the journey. Discovery is not the result of transportation. Maharaj. Yes, you are quite apart from anything that can be gained or lost. Questioner. Do you call it vairagya, relinquishment, renunciation? Maharaj. There is nothing to renounce. Enough if you stop acquiring. To give you must have, and to have you must take. Better not to take. It is simpler than to practice renunciation, which leads to a dangerous form of spiritual pride. All this weighing, selecting, choosing, exchanging, it is all shopping in some spiritual market. What is your business there? What deal are you out to strike? When you are not out for business, what is the use of this endless anxiety of choice? Restlessness takes you nowhere. Something prevents you from seeing that there is nothing you need. Find it out and see its falseness. It is like having swallowed some poison and suffering from unquenchable craving for water. Instead, instead of drinking beyond all measure, why not eliminate the poison and be free of this burning thirst? Questioner. I shall have to eliminate the ego. Maharaj. The sense, I am a person in time and space, is the poison. In a way, time itself is the poison. In time, all things come to an end, and new ones are born to be devoured in their turn. Do not identify yourself with time. Do not ask anxiously, what next, what next? Step out of time and see it devour the world. Say, well, it is in the nature of time to put an end to everything. Let it be. It does not concern me. I am not combustible, nor do I need to collect fuel. Questioner. Can the witness be without things to witness? Maharaj. There is always something to witness. If not a thing, then its absence. Witnessing is natural and is no problem. The problem is excessive interest, which leads to self-identification. Whatever you are engrossed in, you take it to be real. Questioner. Is the I am real or unreal? Is the I am the witness? Is the witness real or unreal? Maharaj. What is pure, unalloyed, unattached is real. What is tainted, mixed up, dependent, and transient is unreal. Do not be misled by words. One word may convey several and even contradictory meanings. The I am that pursues the pleasant and shuns the unpleasant is false. The I am that sees pleasure and pain as inseparable sees rightly. The witness that is enmeshed in what he perceives is the person. The witness who stands aloof, unmoved, and untouched is the watchtower of the real, the point at which awareness, inherent in the unmanifested, contacts the manifested. There can be no universe without the witness. There can be no witness without the universe. Questioner. Time consumes the world. Who is the witness of time? Maharaj. He who is beyond time, the unnameable. A glowing ember, moved round and round quickly enough, appears as a glowing circle. When the movement ceases, the ember remains. Similarly, the I am in movement creates the world. The I am at peace becomes the absolute. You are like a man with an electric torch walking through a gallery. You can only see what is in the beam. The rest is in darkness. Questioner: if I project the world, I should be able to change it. Maharaj: of course you can, but you must cease identifying yourself with it and go beyond. Then you have the power to destroy and recreate. Questioner: all I want is to be free. Maharaj: you must know two things: what you are to be free from, and what keeps you bound. Questioner: why do you want to annihilate the universe? Maharaj: I am not concerned with the universe. Let it be or not be. It is enough if I know myself. Questioner:
Let me nuance that a bit. It's not that we need to destroy the universe. We need to see the universe as it is. It is like a child who sees the rainbow and thinks it's a solid bridge to Valhalla and asks mommy to get in the car to find the pot of gold at the end of it. The appearance of the rainbow is not the problem. The problem is the child thinks the rainbow is other than what it is. What is this world? Nothing but the play of consciousness. It's a big hologram, inherently neutral. How much more in this chapter?
quite a bit.
Okay, we'll do a couple more.
Okay.
Going on.
Questioner: if you are beyond the world, then you are of no use to the world. Maharaj: pity the self that is, not the world that is not. Engrossed in a dream, you have forgotten your true self. Questioner: without the world, there is no place for love. Maharaj: quite so. All of these attributes, being, consciousness, love, and beauty, are reflections of the real in the world. No world, no reflection. Questioner: the world is full of desirable things and people. How can I imagine it non-existent? Maharaj: leave the desirables to those who desire. Change the current of your desire from taking to giving. The passion for giving, for sharing, will naturally wash the idea of an external world out of your mind, and the idea of giving as well. Only the pure radiance of love, beyond giving and receiving, will remain. Questioner: in love there must be duality, the lover and the beloved. Maharaj: in love there is not even the one. How can there be two? Love is the refusal to separate, to make distinctions. Before you can think of unity, you must first create duality. When you truly love, you do not say, I love you. Where there is mental activity, there is duality. Questioner: what is it that brings me again and again to India? It cannot only be the comparative cheapness of life here, nor the colorfulness and variety of impressions. There must be some more important factor. Maharaj: there is also the spiritual aspect. The division between the outer and the inner is less in India. It is easier here to express the inner in the outer. Integration is easier. Society is not so oppressive. Questioner:
Okay, let's stop there. So India's great cultural gift to the world is the systemization of mystic experience. There's a cultural acceptance of the existence of the real and the capacity of a human being to realize. So the world, it's better now than it used to be. But the idea was anathema, even 50 years ago. Very strange. All right, it's noon. We'll quit here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.